Alright, so it's just been announced in the last about 20-30 minutes. Canelo Álvarez will defend his undisputed super middleweight world title against Edgar Berlanga. This will be on September the 14th in Las Vegas. Apparently, Erislandy Lara will defend his middleweight world title against Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, the former 147 pound champion. I'm surprised I'm surprised Lara's still sticking around, to be fair. But that is the situation. So we kind of knew this was coming. We did, to be fair. After Eubank's name was talked about and kind of Ben Shalom kind of alluding to the fact that it wouldn't be him, it kind of only left Berlanga. Because obviously this week it's been announced that Benavidez is going to campaign moving forward at 175 pounds. So unfortunately that takes him out of the equation. When you look at it, do you know something? I'm just kind of curiosity more so than anything else. When you look at 168 pounds, who really is there after Berlanga? Because if you think about it like this, right? Edgar Berlanga, although I don't rate him, and I genuinely don't, I was watching his fight against Marcelo Corazas, I think is how you say his name, and I was only just glancing at the highlights there. And you forget just how often and how frequent he got dropped in that fight, obviously. And that guy primarily campaigned at middleweight before going up to super middle. And, you look at the 168 pound division. Canelo, Munguia, he's already beaten Munguia. Berlanga, you have that Christian Mbale guy. I think it's how you say that guy's Mbili. I've seen him fight a few times. He's actually really entertaining. He knocked out Mark Heffron in a round there a couple of weeks ago. He's really entertaining. That might be an interesting fight. Mitras Andre, I know Morel is still listed there, but he's moving up to 175 pounds. You got Pacheco, who was brilliant. I think that might actually be a really good fight at some point. But then you kind of look and you're like, there's actually a lot of Cubans now in the super middleweight division. But, there's not a great deal of opponents there. And you just stop and you think, right, well, look, if you're looking for like monetization, like pay-per-view buys and just the event as a whole, Mexico versus Puerto Rico on Mexican Independence Day will probably do pretty damn well. It'll probably do very well. In terms of the opponent in of itself, though, I think this is a fairly run-of-the-mill routine win for Canelo. I've never rated Berlanga, as I said. I remember him in the top-ranked days, and he didn't impress me then. He did show punching power, but he never really impressed me. His defense is just... yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. And I think that against Canelo... look, Canelo hasn't had a knockout since Caleb Plant 3 years ago. Now, I think against John Ryder, it was potentially on the table. I think even against Munguia, it was potentially on the table. He didn't get them. I think he'll get it this time. I do. I think Berlanga is so open to be hit. He hits hard and he is quite big for the weight, but he is going to be an enormous target for Canelo. Canelo is going to light Edgar Berlanga up with combinations, I think. And I would really genuinely envision this is going to be a stoppage win for Canelo. At the end of the day, when you think about some of the names that were talked about, Chris Eubank Jr., Edgar Berlanga, and Jamal Charlo, I guess this is the best of a bad bunch. If you think of it like that, obviously it won't be Morel, it won't be Benavidez. They're jumping ship to 175 pounds. So yeah, like Canelo, I guess you could argue, make the case that look, when 168 pounds was pretty good and it was full of guys, apart from Morel and Benavidez, he pretty much cleaned everyone else. He beat Billy Joe, he beat Caleb Plant, he beat Callum Smith. And I get that run he had from December 2020 to November 2021 was very impressive. It was very impressive. Get rid of the, what was his name, Abney Yildirim fight. It was extremely impressive. But now it's kind of getting thinner on the surface, and I look, this, I suppose, is the best of a bad bunch. He will face Edgar Berlanga. I'm seeing that it's going to be on Amazon Prime in the US, so it's going to be pay-per-view. And yeah, that's pretty much kind of what I have to say on the matter. It will be interesting to see what trajectory Canelo goes in his career post Berlanga, because I'm genuinely thinking ahead, because I can't envision Canelo not winning this fight, to be 100% honest with you. But we have a fight announced, nevertheless, for September the 14th. It will be Canelo Álvarez versus Edgar Berlanga the week before Joshua takes on Dubois. So, if nothing else, August, September, in October. They're shaping up to be busy months and good months in the world of boxing. If nothing else, we have that. We have to look on the positive. In terms of the fight itself, look, it's I think it's going to be target practice for Canelo. I really do. But I could be proven wrong. Let's wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on this fight in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed it, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe as always if you haven't already. Peace.